Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, what I like to do is to create videos that I would have found helpful when I first got out looking for treasure. Now sometimes you get an eBay package and you just got to get it opened up. Even if, honestly, you should be cleaning or doing something else. Also, I believe there's only 2 objects in this one. So what's going to end up happening with this video, if I can speak, is we'll have a look at these, and I'm just going to wait for the next eBay package to arrive, and we'll open up that one too in this video. But what I wanted to find out with these guys, the reason I purchased these, if I can open it up. Oh, come on. One of the reasons I probably shouldn't be opening up an eBay package and making a video right now was that I was up most of the night with some unfortunate stomach bug. Okay, so the reason I bought it was this. We'll open up this one real quick, just double check, make sure we're not looking at something that's possibly gold. The answer is no. You can see where the plating's coming up all over this piece. Yeah, clearly plated. Maybe gold fill, but I don't think so. I see not sure where my pointer went. There's my pointer. See kind of a line right there, but I think that's just more about how this was made. Sometimes in cases like this, the little Freemason compass here can be gold. In this case, it looks all plated to me. And I always double check. Sometimes these are gold fill, and gold fill is quite valuable. If you're unfamiliar with what gold fill is, I have a number of videos regarding it. Just search my channel for gold fill. You'll find out a bunch of things about it. Now, this is why I purchased this. And up here, this might be gold fill. I don't know. Generally speaking, these are just, yeah, okay, so the chain is not anything. Is the tie clip? The tie clip doesn't, yeah, the tie clip does respond. That makes sense because there's probably some steel inside there. So even if these things are gold fill, even if they respond to the magnet, don't worry too much about it if it says that it's gold fill, because it probably is. There's just going to be some like spring steel in there. Now this, however, is what I'm interested in. And it seemed pretty ridiculous in terms of that stone. But it looked pretty good. And I thought it was worth trying to get it in hand to see what I thought of the construction. To see if it might be gold. Because sometimes things like this are. This one is not. I don't think. Yeah, so in the pictures you can't necessarily, well, this piece doesn't look like gold, which is odd because usually that won't be. This almost looks like it's got some sort of coating on it. Maybe it's just dirty. So what I liked about it in the pictures was I liked the fact, sorry, I got a magnet stuck to my pointer here. I like the fact that this was, added, soldered on. And I liked how it looked in the pictures. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I always like to try to find unmarked gold. It's always a fun thing to do. All right, with this piece, a little acid testing will tell us real quick. I doubt that stone's going to be anything. I'm sure that's just think that's probably just glass. Maybe. Well, we got a gem tester here. Let me fire that up. All right, we're warmed up. Let's just go ahead and see. I'm guessing at best it's a CZ. Right up to glass there. All right, that's expected. If that thing were a diamond, I would say that's crazy. I wonder why it's going a little higher. Guess we'll try it one more time. It's pretty clean, so generally that's a... Yeah, it just goes up to glass there, I think. I think we probably just have a CZ at best there, which makes sense. All right, let's go ahead and go acid test this guy real quick. I don't think now that it's in hand that it is actually going to be gold, but in the pictures it looked pretty good, so we'll go check it out, and maybe we'll get lucky. It is hefty. It is surprisingly hefty. Okay. All right, here we go. If this thing's going to be solid gold, obviously the back is what's going to tell us that. So why don't we go ahead and we're going to do two things here. We're going to give a real good scrape right there, so that we get down through whatever the top layer is. Which I suspect is fairly thick, so I'm giving it a real good scratch. Let's have a quick look at that. Wow, that looks uniform. Very uniform. Okay. So let's go ahead and give it a scratch here on that same spot. So now we should be down through whatever the top layer is, getting down into, if this is either gold fill, which is a thick sheet of gold, or if it is gold plate, we're going to have gone down past that. As you can see there, we've gotten down to some lower material. But we've done it without actually harming the front of it. So, yeah. All right, let me grab a glove. Okay. And this is where we've already gotten through the material, so we're going to go ahead and put a dot there. We'll check to see if we've got 10 karat gold, which I think we do not. Well, why is it bubbling like that? That bubbling does not look good to me. Yep. You can see where the acid eats right through it, so as pretty much expected, we don't have gold. And I would say this actually has been a fairly good lot for me, because there's something here. I'm just going to clean this up. People ask me how I clean it up. Well, you just wipe it off. Because there's something here that I'll be looking for in the future. That's one of the things when you're buying stuff on eBay to always keep in mind, that what we're doing is we're learning. Part of why I buy auctions on eBay sometimes is if I think there's going to be potentially gold, because it's similar to other things that I've seen in the past. Getting it in hand will teach you a few things potentially. In this case, the big thing that I just learned is something that I feel like I should have learned before. I think what we're looking at here is a piece of brass. And I think this piece of brass has something that I feel like I've seen on other bits of brass before, but like doorknobs. And it's the thing, see in the background there, that kind of brown, greenish, olive tone? I feel like I've seen that, and you can see it sort of in the grooves here. I feel like I've seen that on like brass doorknobs. And I hadn't seen it on any piece of jewelry prior to now, at least not that I'd noticed. So it's definitely something that from this point forward, I'll keep an eye out for. And you know what? It's still a nice little Freemason piece. I'm sure somebody's gonna love it somewhere down the road, so we'll make sure that this is preserved.
And stay tuned for the next eBay package.
We're back. We have a few more packages, but I think that's going to end up being 2 videos. So I don't know what's in any of these packages, so this is the one I think we're going to do to finish off this particular video with. Let's see what we got. Ooh, celebrate with gift tissues. Oh, interesting. So I think the reason I grabbed this lot was because I wanted a bunch of gift tissues. No, seriously. I thought a couple of these looked good for possibly being gold. And that'll happen sometimes with these little tie tacks. The ones that looked good to me were this one and this one in the pictures. And now that I see it in person, I think we might have gotten a silver one too. Hopefully these are gold. I don't know if that they will be, but this one's kind of interesting. All right. Shall we have a look at these? Yeah, that one's a nothing. I think we'll keep them on this thing, shall we? Okay, let's start with what I thought could theoretically be gold. What does that say? It says Hadley. Grab the magnet. These neodymium magnets are nice, but they are very strong and they like to jump at everything. Huh. Let's see here. So I think it's going to be plate because I think we can see right in this corner, right there, plate coming up. It's a nice one though. So that was the most likely one for being gold in this lot that I saw. What happened to the back? There's the back. Thought this one also potentially. And again, this was a very cheap, well, maybe not again, but for the first time, this was a very cheap lot. Like I hardly paid anything for it. Again, the quality just isn't there for it to be anything other than plate. There we go. Okay, so that one, plate. Let's see if we got some silver at least. But yeah, sometimes these end up being gold, which makes a lot like this well worth it when you're not paying much. It's kind of an interesting little back. Oh yeah, look at that. I think we probably have a bit of Native American silver here. Yeah, look at that. And we have here some kind of mark. Now there might be more mark underneath this pin, but we might be able to sort out who made this. So that's pretty cool. Because I don't think I paid more than 20 bucks for this whole thing shipped. So getting a bit of silver, that's definitely a win. Anything else on here? Let's see. A lot of these pearls. Now, these pearls are always fun because it took me a long time to figure out why there were pearls. and so many pearl tie tacks, and I thought I can't. It seems odd that like every guy in the 40s apparently had a pearl tie tack, and then I found one or a picture of one that said "Remember Pearl Harbor," and it all clicked. I realized, oh, okay, so at a certain time during the war, anyone who had a tie tack was probably using a pearl for a very specific reason. But yeah, we got a bit of silver out of this. And doesn't look like we got anything else other than some cultured pearls and a bunch of okay tie tacks. Can't complain about those. Definitely can't complain about that. With that, I'm going to go ahead and finish off this video. I hope you were able to learn a little bit of something in this that you can use to go out and find yourself some treasure.
Like this, I've been Thomas.